Thanks for staying with us. Many of us woke up this morning to a really sad story about what happened in Kaduna. So there's widespread outrage online and everywhere over the accidental bombing of Tudun Biri in Igabi local government area of Kaduna State by the Nigerian Army on Sunday, which left no fewer than 85 villages dead. Residents of the affected communities said they were celebrating Maulud, an Islamic event, when the bombs were dropped by the military, a development that triggered both local and international condemnation. However, the commissioner had visited the place immediately, and even the deputy governor, and the commissioner said that the general officer commanding one of the division Nigerian Army, Major V.U. Okoro, explained that the Nigerian Army was on a routine mission against terrorists, but inadvertently affected members of the community. He added that search and rescue efforts were still ongoing as dozens of injured victims during the incident had been evacuated to Barau Diko Teaching Hospital by the state government. Really, really painful to see that 85 people died as a result of this misfire. I mean, our hearts go out to the family. I know this was a very, very painful news to wake up to this morning. Nima, you had some thoughts on this.
Yes, very, very sad. When I read the story, these mistakes happen. You know, my first reaction was that maybe the papers got it wrong. But I'm more than impressed that the army came out and admitted that they committed this error. And it's so grievous to have lost families who were in celebration at that time, you know, in such a manner. I wish that we had a way to detect, you know, the people who were there, whether they were terrorists or not, before the bomb was dropped. But this is already spilled milk issue. You know, so my condolences to the families, to the people of, what's it called, the community where that happened. Tudun Biri village in Igabi local government areas. And I hope that the army can find a way to make this right by, you know, catching the real terrorists.
Yeah. So, I mean, Punch was given the report. Okay, go ahead.
For me, it's an expensive mistake.
Very expensive.
It's a very expensive mistake, and apology, if I were there, apology is not accepted. They have to do something. They have to compensate the families, which is not even still enough, because I'm putting myself in the position of these people. If it was my family, I would be livid. I will not hear apology now. It's one expensive mistake too many. This isn't the first time, and hopefully it will be the last. They need to, I mean, they are fighting terrorists, I agree. But when you are killing innocent people, I think it's too much. For me, it's too much. And they need to really make it right. You are right, catch the terrorist one. In fact, end terrorism in that part of Kaduna forever. That's the only way they can compensate.
Yeah, really, really sad. I mean, according to this Punch report, there has been about 425 persons dead, including children, between September 2017 and 2023. Misfires like this, where the army mistakenly bombs innocent civilians. Really, really sad.
So I don't want to come across like I'm defending the army, because the truth is, army is supposed to come across from a superior point of intelligence. But I have actually watched a lot of international news, and this has happened even on an international level, with armies that are on a global scale to be reckoned with make the same kind of mistakes. That we're not fighting a conventional warfare. You don't know your enemy. Like, enemies, you don't know the person you're attacking. Enemies disguise in different ways, and you get intelligence report, and you hope that this intelligence report is going to lead you to fight the right people, and you discover that you end up killing your own people. It is heartbreaking for those that find themselves in that situation. And because I have forced myself to start reading all the army's reports, we usually read the NDLEA's one because it's really trending, but I wasn't reading the army's one, and the ones the army released. I've been reading what the army has been doing, and the army's drone attack has really, really reduced the number of terrorists in their attacks. So this is one, it would seem like, oh, callous to say collateral damage. We hope that we never become collateral damage. Our heart goes out to the families of those that are there, but if they look at it and weigh the options of, should the army stop attacking and get 100% assurance before they carry out the attacks, we might never have be able to fully secure. And I'm not watering down the mistake. I'm not justifying the mistake. I'm saying that I understand how the military will probably be feeling, and there are many achievements that would be able to say that this is a mistake.
I don't want to, like you say, I don't want to water down their achievements because yes, they have been, because we don't hear of as many kidnappings now as we have been hearing. But for me, I'm putting myself in the family's shoes, and it is. And when you said there have been mistakes globally, where do you hear America go and bomb themselves? They don't go and bomb themselves. They go and bomb Iraq or Afghanistan. They will say collateral mistake. They don't go and bomb where the Igbo people are. They go and bomb where people who they believe are less than them. So I don't really want to go about their own collateral damage because
we must also acknowledge the parts where, in this case, it's not even having to do. This was just pure error. Actually, this was pure error because these were villagers that were they were celebrating, they were doing their party. But there are cases where some Boko Haram people used human beings as human shield. They hide amongst villagers. But in this one, there's no excuse, and they
also come out to own up, which I think, because usually we don't see this very quickly. Yes. It was after lamentations of maybe days and weeks, and then now come out. But today, they came out almost immediately to say, listen, this one, we goofed. And because of that, we commend them. However, as Waike said, it's too much of an expensive mistake. So we have to try to find a way to don't kill ourselves and hurt our own people in these kinds of situations. But our hearts go out to the families and the community and the governor of Kaduna State and everybody in the surrounding area. Our hearts go out, may their souls rest in peace. Let's go on a break now. When we come back, we move on to our next topic. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.